All right, and welcome to Mill Road. Today we have a top 200 matchup, I believe, between MSW, who's playing as the Wehrmacht down to the west, and to the east. Let's turn the fog of war off. To the east, we have Deco B playing as the Americans. See, I'm not too familiar with these players, but I've heard it's gonna be a good match. So look forward to seeing what happens. Standard build for MSW. He's been going for the MG into Gran, and of course rifleman, double rifleman start for Deco. The rear echelon's gonna go cap the fuel point for the American player. And yeah, of course, the Pioneers are going to cap the fuel on the Wehrmacht side. Okay. Very curious to what doctrines we have. So we have Jaeger Infantry Doctrine. We have Jaeger Armor Doctrine. Really? In a 1v1? We're probably not going to see that. And Blitzkrieg Doctrine for the Wehrmacht player. For the American side, we have Armor Company, Tactical Support, and Heavy Cav. Not choices I usually pick myself in a 1v1, but they have some uses. MG is going to be pinning down the rifles in the center. The reaction is going to cut down south. The rifleman moving up to towards the northern BP. He's going to go try and flank the MG, looks like, but the MG is going to reposition towards the rifles. Of course, he probably does not know these riflemen are right there. And this MG is not in a great spot right now. Third rifleman is out for the USF player. And then the Pioneers are going to go support the MG. The MG is going to pin the rifleman. Alright, the MG is going to force back the first rifleman squad and then turn around and force back the second one. Surprisingly won that, but I mean the MG in the building is quite hard to displace for the Americans. He wouldn't have had grenades by now. Yeah, he hasn't got grenades, so he can't really easily get units out of the garrisons. Another third rifleman going around this green cover, just going to get suppressed by the MG if he's going to stay there. Oh, well, it is green cover, but you know, if a model is out slightly, it would get suppressed. So we got Grens coming up to cap the fuel point over a town south. The riflemen are going to go challenge them. See, these Grens do have cover, but the riflemen do not. The Grens are shooting the side of the rifleman, but we do have a second rifleman coming in to move up and support. This rifle is going to drop more models. No, maybe not, actually. I wonder why that was. Maybe he changed targets. Pioneer's going to cap the munitions up north. And yeah, we got Rifleman just gonna swarm sorry, Gren's gonna swarm the Rifleman and gonna force them back. Got rear echelons moving in to support their Rifleman brethren. I mean, I guess this close, their accuracy is gonna be useful. Rifle grenade wasn't the best, but it got a few metal drops. This Gren, it was in danger of dying to the rear echelons. The rear echelons do have more damage than Riflemen. They have the carbines. What the Pioneers doing? The Pioneers going to retreat back to get tier 2 up, I would assume. For the Wehrmacht player. And then the Grens are going to continue to cap the fuel. Got a tank trap being built on the middle point VP for Tico. That is very true, yeah. The shed doesn't have a window to the left side, so he wouldn't be able to shoot outside there. So this is where you want to keep a track of garrisons. You want to keep track of where there's less windows. Like, this shed doesn't have a window over there, so it cannot fire. You always want to be looking out for those at that in garrisons. Always firing at the side with the least amount of windows, preferably without windows. So yeah, we do have Jaeger Infantry Doctrine locked in for the Wehrmacht player. It's a very potent doctrine. You know, you do have the Ambush Camouflage, which gives the 50% accuracy bonus for the first few seconds of an engagement to get the G43 upgrade, and the Jaeger Command Squad. The Jaeger Command Squad is a very good unit to have. We do have the 222 in the build for the MSW, while the 50 cal is being built for Deco. But yeah, later on we also get the skill planes, which are going to get removed next patch for a strafe. The skill plane, this entire doctrine is so strong. Yeah, they need to do something for it, because you have skill planes, you have the League Barrage, you have the Command Squad, Ambush Camo, and the G43s. Just got everything for all parts of the game. We have no doctrines picked for the American side yet, though. Do you have MG43s? 42s being built for the being upgraded onto the Grens now, which is going to make the Riflemen have a harder time fighting them. The Riflemen do get in close engagement with the Grens, but they aren't going to win that engagement because the 222 is in here. But they should get out. They do have support with the Lieutenant and the Rear Echelon, and we do have the 50 cal coming in. The 50 cal can mow down the 222 if the 222 is caught out. But the 222 is going to go around the MG. And yeah. Oh, is it Bath finding issues there? Oh, we have the Pioneers moving down south to support the 222. You want to keep the Pioneers next to the 222 to keep it repaired. Okay. Got a bazooka upgrade onto the Lieutenant. It's going to force back the 222. There we go. Barbed wire in the tank trap, so the Americans can't use it. But they do take more damage while they're construction stuff, so maybe needless losses there. Oh, is this Pioneer going to go down? It doesn't look like it, but that was very late retreat from MSW. Waste of a few models there. We do have the A Command Squad coming to cap the South VP down. He wants to be engaging it from here because he's currently taking all the windows from the side. Like I said, make sure you look at these garrisons, know where they can't shoot from. Bad it again, Michael, from the USF player here. This is correct. Armand in chat says. You don't want to be bleeding this badly as the Americans early on. Like, Americans bleed in general, but this early game is not good. You don't want to be on the back foot as Americans in any sense. Especially in the early game where you are stronger. We do have the Stuart out coming out now, though. But we do have the pack already in the build for MSW. So the Stuart needs to be pushing. Needs to be getting that push out. But he's gonna get snared right away. This is not great from Deco here. I mean, there's no pack, but like this is gonna slow down the Stuart. And the Stuart needs to be pushing, being while the pack isn't here. But while that snare is going on, do we have any rear echelons to get up quick? Do they have a grenade? We do have G43s actually on the Grens here, so they do get the normal HE grenade instead of the rifle grenade. And yeah, we're just going to go repaired. But I mean, where was the rear echelons? He could have got the rear echelons to repair while he was shooting out. Where were they? Oh, they were getting the munitions on the other side. Not in the world, but you really wanted the Stuart to be more active while the pack wasn't on the field. Just have a few small engagements now. See, the micro is not there for the American play. There's lots of times where these units are just like AFKing. We do have the pack moving into deal with the Stuart. We'll push back the Stuart. Should be fine if Deco responds fast enough. We don't see a snare being able to go off for the Stuart. But the Stuart is going... What are you doing? Bit of missed micro from Deco here. That was needless. I think he could have got out without taking that pack shot, to be honest with you. Also, the rear echelon did go down to the north, to the Pioneers. That was honestly a waste of a unit. Could have retreated that out. But he was so focused on this engagement. This is not a good start from the USF player. We don't have a doctrine picked out for him yet. What would we want to see? What would he? I mean, armor company is not what you want to go for now. I mean, tactical support is useful, but honestly, he's probably going to go heavy cav, right? Oh, maybe not. Maybe not, actually. Tactical support. He wants those M1919s there right now. I mean, I don't know. I guess on these bigger maps, sure. But you want to be flanking on this map. You want to be utilizing these sight blockers, right? There's lots of sight blockers on this map, so I don't know about that choice. The Calliope is really strong, though. But, I mean, he hasn't been getting munitions, right? So he isn't going to be able to utilize these very well. He's just spent his munitions on getting them M19. I don't know about that cooler. I don't know. But that being said, he does have G43s on his Grens for the Wehrmacht players, so maybe it'll counteract. The roles have reversed. And this rifleman should get out. But yeah, this is not good play from the USF player currently. Like, he's just getting porous back. He's dropping manpower. It's not good. Stewart's going to come in alone. He hopefully doesn't get snared this time. He is capping up north now, though. But, I mean, I don't know why he's pushing up here, you know, with one unit just to get forced back. Yeah, the pack's going to stare away the Stuart. We got mortar. An American mortar being in the build. I don't know what the idea is with this, but I mean, I don't know about this call, but we'll see if it pays off in the future. I mean, the mortar is good for smoke, I guess, but I don't know why I don't know what he's doing with this mortar. The pack does get a nice shot off on the Stuart here, forcing it back on one shot. And the MG is going to suppress and force back these riflemen very soon. Commanders, be advised. Ability now ready. This MG is not doing anything right now. There we go, he's moving up. And then this Gren's going to be forced back very soon. In the meantime, he is capping out of the north map, but he's going to, the riflemen are finding out. I don't know why he didn't retreat sooner. He was never going to cap that. He dropped models for no reason. Especially now, considering he does have the MSW does have his army rotating back, and he's just going to recap it all. So he's just dropping mono for no reason. Does get a decent rifle grenade on these rifles, dropping them to less than half health. This is not good for this rifleman squad. He's probably going to go down if there's 2-2 chases. There's no Stuart over here, is there? The Stuart is on the other side of the map. This rifleman is going down, and that's a very big investment on them as well with the M1919s. Oh, will it actually? No, he does not go down. Oh, lucky rifleman there. Double snare on the Stuart there. Where's the pack, though? Where's the pack? The pack is moving up by a bit too late now. Yeah, that was one lucky rifleman squad. You want to get this 2-2 back. I don't know why you're pushing up with this 2-2. We got P4 in the build though for the Wehrmacht player that which is going to be great. You want to get this 2-2 out. Oh, the Stuart misses and doesn't take the 2-2. That was a very ballsy play from MSW. I honestly should have been punished. Was he trying to bait? Was he trying to bait the Stuart out with the pack gun? Like, was that why did he try and bait the Stuart out with the 2-2 to try and get a shot with the pack? It didn't pay off, but you know. There, 50 cal is casually going to walk into the MG42. And then, what is he doing with this blob? He's just waiting, staring at the MG. The MG's just waiting for them. There we go. With smoke popping on the MG42. But where's the push? There we go. He's activated his units. He finally realised that he's got to micro them himself, and the AI won't automatically do it. But I guess smoke and MG42s don't like to play around. There we go. If that was a very, very late reposition from the MG42. Like, he should have repositioned that sooner. He could have. He didn't need to retreat this, you know, if he retreated, if he rotated sooner. You know. Very interesting build from the Wehrmacht player. Double MG43s on his Grens. And an MG42. I much prefer the MG42, gonna be honest, with the ammo the ambush camo. What a oh, that was a really good shot from the Panzer IV. It's going to chase him right into base. We don't have anything to do with the Panzer IV right now. We have bazookas and that's it. I honestly don't know how the American player is going to come back from this. Did he have any support? Where's the pack gun in all this? The pack gun is back at base. He should have been moving this up to support to try and get the Stuart. Because this P4 is actually in danger. He stuck around too long, and now is he going to get the Stuart kill? He isn't going to get the Stuart kill. Yep, rip P4. Where was this pack gun? He needed this pack gun in with the infantry to support it. Yeah, that was a waste of a P4. Like I got the idea of it, but he didn't have any support. If you're gonna do that sort of push, you need support. But yeah, this is what Deco needs though. This is what Deco needs to come back from this game. Because right now, he's not doing good for VPers. His army's not looking too bad right now, all things considered. He did go captain, though, in all this. So he is going to go for the AT gun, I suspect, very soon. Well, he didn't need the AT gun currently, because he did take out the P4. So I'm curious to what he's going to go next. The MG42 is going to suppress everything. He did drop the strafe gun, the strafe run onto the MG, almost wiping it out there. Yeah, this is the kind of play Deco needs, and this is what Atlas or MSW, as he is in the game, does not want to be doing. The lieutenant is very low, but should get out because there's no enemies nearby. The 50 cal is going to suppress the squads chase him. But it actually is not looking great for Atlas right now. The Reaction's going to get a flank on the pack gun. Maybe if the Rifleman can't do it, maybe the Reactions can. Sprinting Grens going yeeting at the Reactions. Yeah, where is the Stuart, come to think of it? Yeah, that's a good spot from Armand in chat. Yeah, the Stuart has not been around all, like, for these minutes where there's been no P4. This is the time that the Stuart needs to be active. There's no P4 on the thing. Honestly, the pack usage from MSW has not been great either. If you're gonna put some pressure on the pack gun to force it back, then put some more pressure on with the other units. With the Stuart, with the not the mortar. And I'm not seeing any mines placed from the Wehrmacht player right now, but I'm terrible at spotting mines. It doesn't look like it. Okay. So we got the Rifleman coming back up. The 50 cal is going to get flanked by the Pioneers. Not the best position. I don't know why he positioned it in such a way where he's got a lot of the space used up on the building. This MG40, this 50 cal is going to be forced back. The Stuart is going to be forced back by the pack gun. What's the Rifleman? Where the Rifleman? The Rifleman do take out the MG42, which is great. This is what he needs. The 222 is getting too close to these Riflemen. He is going to get snared. Oh, no, no, he's going to grenade onto his own squad. That's not what we want to see. Honestly, this 222 should have went down. Like, this game is just a lot of misplays. The 222 should have went down there, and he does lose the Stuart. It does get abandoned, though, so he can get it back. He needs his reaction to repair this fast. Does he know? Does he actually know that it's abandoned? I don't think the MSW knows it's abandoned right now, so he should have been trying to get this up and active. Now he knows it's down, so he's going to move the pack gun and take it out. Yeah, there we go. But that was such a waste. The 222 could have went down. The Suet did not need to go down. You know, he did take out... He did grab the MG42. I was actually curious on that. He lost the 50 cal, though. The mortar is enforced. Again, I really don't know why he went for mortar. I don't think it was a good choice. He's not used it, really.
The enemy is overrunning one of our capture points.
We have the major Tekken for the for Deco here. We do have Battle Phase 3 down for if I can change to that perspective. Apparently I can't change. But yeah, you know, we've got is that Brumbear in the build? The Brumbear in the build. That's going to be good versus all this infantry, considering there's no vehicle out for Deco. He's only just got his major right now. I mean, resource-wise, he's got enough fuel for and munitions. Sorry, manpower for a tank though. But honestly, the Sherman won't do that much to a Brumbear. Okay, nothing's happening right now. Everyone's sort of eased up a bit. Everything's just eased up a bit. This, see, again, like, what is he doing with these MGs? You don't need, like... I don't know why he's positioning in the way that he cuts off this complete side and he's prioritizing this side. He's also, you know, like, he could honestly cover the entire side of this if he just backs this up a bit. This Gren is not in a good position here. He's going to get forced back.
Tank support is here. Sherman ready.
Sherman is coming out, but again, like, I don't know about the choice. Like, I think he could have went for Jackson to deal with this. But I don't know. The Sherman isn't a bad choice, but honestly, I just don't think it's the right choice. Instantly wipes out the MG42 in the first barrage coming on the field. What is this? Is this a Sturmtiger? It's just a Sturmtiger's younger brother in the end. But that's MG42 down. He's going to pick it back up with the Pioneers. Got rifles coming from the south. I don't agree with the choices going for the M1919s. He hasn't been utilizing them very well, in my opinion. He's been very aggressive with his riflemen, and M1919s do not get used while on the move. Like, he's just sitting them out in the open just to use the M1919. This is not what you want to be playing. You want those bars to be utilizing these sight blockers, so you can get the flanks on the MG and the Pack 40. Yeah, second pack gun is on the field now. That Sherman is not going to do too well. He's going to get screened out. I would have liked to have seen a Jackson, honestly, or an AT gun and a Jackson, or AT gun and a Sherman. Just get some proper AT. We don't have any AT guns for. Even though he went captain, he has not got an AT gun. He knows there's a Brumbear on. The Sherman is honestly not going to consistently bounce this Brumbear. You know, so we need to see better penetration. You know, better AT for the USF player. Like, he's not even, like, he should be getting these to better cover. Just sitting out in the open is just not how you want to go. And now here comes the Brumbear. He's going to have to back up. That is very true. He can't get an AT gun because he's bleeding a lot of manpower. But I mean, even still, like, now he can get a AT gun out. He has to get an AT gun out. The Sherman is just going to get screened out. But it is a very fairly put thing. He has been bleeding a lot, and it's needless bleed in my opinion. Like, he's pushing for no reason, just to get wiped by the MG42. The Sherman's not getting repaired. The Sherman's just AFK. There we go. Goes to the repair, but still, it could have got repaired a lot sooner. Rifleman AFK on here, getting shot by the Grens, which they are going to lose. This guy needs to get back up. This is going to get wiped. What are you doing, Deco? That's a. What was that? What was that Rifleman doing on that point? Another Sherman being in the build for him. Why is he going another Sherman? This is not a good call. Double Sherman versus 2 packs and a Brumbear? This is not what you want to be doing. It's just bad choices after bad choices from the USF player. I'm going to be honest. Like, he hasn't been fully utilizing his M1990s. He's went double Sherman when he should be getting a Jackson or an AT gun when he, you know. He needs these he needs better penetration to deal with the Brumbear. But this isn't a good position for this Grenadier squad. He is going to get chased by the Sherman. No, he's going to change shot. Okay. Does get double shot by the pack gun. The Gren almost go down for the Sherman. That was a lot of things happening all at once. There we go. The packs have been caught out of place by the Shermans. The Shermans do have HE shells on, so it should do good versus this pack. But the second pack is going to shoot onto the Sherman because he has split them up, which is great from MSW. The Brumbear is just like hello to the Sherman, but it's not going to do much. Got camouflage 50 cal over here. MG42 is going to take a massive grenade. Will it go down? It is going to go down, it looks like. It does go down. The Brumbear is going to cover it, but nobody to pick up this MG42. Will they pick... You know, he's not going to go for it. I mean, I guess the Brumbear is there. He doesn't want to push up too much. But, I mean, where's his Sherman? It's getting repaired, it looks like. Where's his AT? He has no AT. And then the captain is not gonna get suppressed by the 50 cal. What is this push? What is he doing? I mean, this is not good. Where's the other Sherman? Getting repaired. The pack gun is going to go down though by the rear echelons, but the rear echelon's going to take a massive one of them there. I don't know about that. I don't know about that at all. Wait. I thought he went 3 pack guns there, but no, he recruited it right after. I was like, 3 pack guns? What is this? I don't know about that. Like, he pushed with 1 tank, and that's just not what you want to be doing. I mean, it's not what you would expect from someone at these levels. The MG42 has not been picked up yet. I assume something's going to come grab it up. A random shot from the Brumbear. Fog of War, probably. Don't know why it won't let me change to the Wehrmacht player side.
What the hell am I meant to do with these recruits? Green as green can be.
This Gren is being caught out of place, out of position by the double rifleman, or the lieutenant, the rifleman, and the rear echelon. That's a major, Nathan. He's going to bait him into the 50 cal though. The lieutenant does get around, but he does have a bazooka, so you know he's not going to do that much versus it. I mean, I'm not sure about this retreat from the 50 cal. I found that it was fine. That was a misplay, I think. He could have kept these suppressed while the rifleman did some damage to the Grens, and he does lose that fight because of that, in my opinion. We've got Jaeger command squad versus a captain and the rifleman. Gren's in support. Now, if this was an MG42 Gren, it would be doing a lot more because the G43s are better up close. They have to be on the move more. That's also why the MG42, in my opinion, is better, because you want to be stationary with the MG42 anyway, so you utilize that camouflage a lot more for that, you know, for the accuracy. Sherman does miss the rifleman squad because it was on move. What is he doing with the second Sherman? He has not done anything with our way. He has gone Calliope now, though. But I don't know. I don't know about this. Like, if he was going Calliope, he should have just went for Jackson.
Tactical point being captured.
Like, he has no proper AT. We've got a lot of fuel in the bank from MSW. Like, are we going to see a Panther or something? I don't know what he's doing with the fuel consumption right now. Like, he's probably saving up for the Panther, right? There we go. He locks in the Panther. So, yeah, like, these Shermans aren't going to do that much versus the Panther and a Brumbear. Like, he needed to go at Jackson and a couple AT guns, but he's been bleeding hard. Like, why go Captain if he's not going to go get an AT gun at all? Like, I assume you went a Captain so he could deal with the P4, the early P4. And then just hasn't utilized the AT gun after, but still. He does have a triple cap though on the Wehrmacht player. The Brumbear just mowing down these infantry. 15 kills. Once he gets those Vet 2, it does get harder to kill as well with the armored skirts. And then another big shot from the Brumbear. Where is this AT from the US player? He does get a decent penetration from the Sherman though. Yeah, but the pack guns there, that's what you're going to expect a lot more from. Is more bouncing shots. And the pack gun is going to shoot. We do have skill planes activated by MSW and that Sherman is going down. You don't want to be moving the Sherman in, yeah. Misplay from the American player. I don't know what he's doing with his tanks. He got a very aggressive the Brumbear. He was not going to take that Brumbear out. He really wasn't. He got lucky in this penetrations. Pack is down. Very perspective of Armand in chat. But I mean, he's still not going to benefit from him. I guess he removed the veterancy, but still, he lost a Sherman for a pack. Very aggressive play from the Panther, and he's going to get on out of there. Forces the Sherman back. The Sherman is going to come back out. I don't know why he's doing what he's doing. Don't get baited in.
The capture point is being overrun.
MG's gonna get forced back by the major artillery. Oh no, it was the major artillery. It was the strafe front. Sorry. I don't know, like, I don't know, he hasn't really utilized this well. Like, he's got 1919s, but he's been stationary in the open. He's been utilizing the strafe, which is okay, I guess. It doesn't look like he's got he hasn't got bar on that squad either, so he's just, you know, he hasn't been utilizing the tools he has correctly. Camouflage MG42. God, you gotta love this commander. Finally get an M1 AT gun out in the build for Deco, realizing he needs more penetration. Calliope's gonna barrage. Nothing?
Capture point is under attack.
Not the best barrage from the Calliope. First barrage, I believe, of the day. Oh no, apparently he did another one. I must have missed that. I do apologize. But that wasn't a great barrage at all. Grenade onto the Grens behind the green cover. He's going to get forced back because the Sherman's going to support them. We have a big push coming down south, but the MG42 is going to force back the REs. The Major is going to start doing the major things, I guess, by getting suppressed and dying. Pat Gun's going to force the Sherman back. Will the Brumbear finish off this Rifleman? This is not good for Deco. Not the best shot from the Sturmpanzer, but you know, he tried and failed. MG42 is caught out of position here. What is he doing? Again, I'm not liking these. Like, I'm not liking the MG42. Oh, sorry, the MG play from both sides as a whole. Like, there's multiple times. See, there's another MG here. You could have repositioned to, as well, to support this other MG. You could have repositioned MG42 back when the smoke comes in. If you see smoke, reposition your MGs. This, again, an MG, the 50 cal here, just sat here getting shot, getting forced back for no reason at all. He could have rotated that. This is a 50 cal. This has got a really fast rotation. Major's could do major things by dying. He's going to get out. Captain is on low as well, but he's going to get out too. Nice shot from the mortar. Taking out a couple of models from... Oh, taking a model or two from the Jaeger command squad, forcing them back. Big push coming in on the mortar. Again, 2 kills in this on this mortar. I don't know why he picked it. Oh, big dive on with the Panther though. That Sherman is gonzo. Oh, they're pathfinding issues from both sides. Will it get out? Oh, it can't get out. It has to go down. Panther's going to snipe long range. Show me his rears. Not what you want to do, but he wants to take this out. He misses. Oh no, and gets snared. Where's the AT gun in this? Why is he not moving this AT gun? He could have killed this Panther. He finally moves in, but it was way too late. This Panther is going to get out. Where's the support? The Brim Bear's coming in with the Pioneers. This is not good once more. He wanted to utilize this Brim Bear to shoot on this M1. Honestly, what he wanted to probably do is push these Pioneers to aggro the Pack Gun while the M1 while firing the Brim Bear on it. I know he wanted to get these this Panther up and running, but like we already knew that the Sherman was out of action. We already knew that we had vision up with the MG42. He should have to keep backing this up towards the Pioneers. He could have taken out that pack and probably would have ended the game because of it. Big barrage from the Calliope. Forces the MG back. Doesn't wipe a squad out though, but gets a decent barrage there. Okay. But yeah, these plays might be tiring because you can see a lot of misplays from both sides. The Sherman is going to come in, but this is not a good position for the Sherman. Where's the AT gun? The AT gun is getting aggroed up north. He's going to get wiped out. He's going to force back the Sherman. I don't know what was that push? What was he thinking? The Sherman is not going to penetrate a Panther. The frontal armor Panther is just way too strong. Where is this Jackson? You know where it is? It's because all his manpower has been spent on all these failed pushes, okay? Locks in the Jackson now, finally. About 20 minutes too late, though. Reaction's going to get forced back by the Grenadiers. Gren's going to have to get forced back. Because of the Sherman. So he couldn't really do much about the AT gun, though. So he is going to get back again because the Panther is out of action. Or he's going to walk past it. I honestly, I don't know what this play is. Am I missing something? What? Why isn't he getting his AT gun back? He's just wasting models for no reason. What is this? Like, this is all he has to do right now, MSW. Just push back, retreat, do early retreats whenever possible. This is all he needs to do. Just save his manpower, save his fuel, and just cap the points. Jackson comes out way too late. He's going to force back. Still doesn't get this AT gun. He could have got this way sooner. And finally gets it back, but this is way too late. Too little too late. I'm going to... Jackson goes down to the pack guns, the double pack guns. And this is, honestly, this is GG. This was not good from Deco here. Just getting forced back, snares the Sherman. This is it. Sherman's a dead tank. Boop. Down goes the Sherman. Calliope usage has been honestly lackluster. He's been just AFK. I don't know. They call it GG. GG indeed. honestly, if we look at the kills, a lot more kills from MSW, and honestly, that's purely because the pushes were not there. And if he's going to play aggressive like that, he should have went bars. Like I said, the M1919s are not good for aggressive play like that. I don't know what he was doing. We can just look at the army value. Just, I mean, it was actually fairly even. But even still, the double Sherman was a bad call from Deco. He needed to get a AT gun out, double AT gun out, or Jackson. That was his first mistake. He should have went for a Jackson to take out the Brim Bear here, to force the Brim Bear back, okay? Because the Brim Bear's armor is just going to bounce the Sherman shells. The Shermans are good versus the infantry, but he also had double pack guns. I don't know, like, he needed an AT gun, a couple AT guns, and they needed the Calliope out, maybe. Needed Jackson sooner. What I would probably have done is got the double AT guns out, got the Calliope out first, barrage the pack guns out, push, and then deal with the Brim Bear, okay? Like, that's what you needed to do at that stage of the game. Because the Brim Bear, yeah, sure, it does damage a lot to damage the infantry, but double pack AT gun would have forced it back 100%. A lot of this time, the pack guns were together as well. So the Calliope could have barraged and wiped out these AT guns. Just a misplay after misplay, I'm going to be honest. And in the end, he had to realize as well, with the Panther going taken out there, P4 being taken out there, he needed to be more aggressive with the Stuart. The Stuart play was pretty abysmal. I'm gonna be honest. I'm not like, he gets snared as soon as it comes out of action for a good about a good minute or two because of it. Then dives the mid where the pack guns are, loses the pack gun, the Stuart to the pack gun, does not take the 222 out when he could have snared the 222 out because he was lingering for no reason. But instead, he went for a grenade on a unit that was just going to move out of the way. If he got that snare on that 222, that would have been dead. But honestly, well played to MSW. Deco just honestly misplayed quite hard in this game. He needed, like I said, he needed to utilize these star blockers to flank these MG and pack guns. This is what makes Mill Road a good map for USF. Get them bars on. Use these sight blockers. Get around the MG placements here. Get around these pack guns and wipe them out. He had the Calliope to do the damage as well. He had tools. He didn't utilize it well, and he lost because of it. GG all around. But back to the drawing board for Deco.